Hello, audience. We had a little bit of a scuffle because I didn't manage my computer storage properly. We were cut off from the previous recording, but don't you worry. I noticed right away, so you all didn't lose any content or anything like that. And we're just gonna get back to the moment we were just at a second ago. So, Empress Leora said that because Tara was the one brandishing the trophies from the slain wraith, it seemed more than fair to grant her request at audience,
Uh,
and told you to put her
yeah,
on the orb.
yeah. Lysandra will do as much of a bow as she can on the orb,
Mm-hmm.
and then say thank you, my lady, and then we'll slither aside for Tara, and
Yeah.
off camera, off orb, motion Tara to step forward.
And Tara will step forward and just kind of dip her. She won't fully bow, but she'll dip her head. Empress Leora, I believe that is your how I am. I haven't ever spoken to you, and I am a prisoner. I don't know how to address you.
You see, she looks at you and says, "That was until today by design.
I am aware.
I'm glad we know where we stand. You can refer to me as Empress Leo."
As I would anyway, as is your title. I may not like your empire, but it is impressive nonetheless.
Tara,
Yes.
not that I am accusing you of doing such a thing, but I know perfectly well where we stand. You know perfectly well where we stand. I understand that you are calling me my title, not because you respect me, but because of any possible recompense you might face for not doing so. And I can
That is
assure you,
incorrect.
then please do enlighten me.
I respect you because of your power. I respect what you have done in this empire.
So yes,
I have a respect for you as a leader. However,
I wouldn't say you respect my leadership.
no, I listen, my lady,
The
because that
point
is
is,
your. mm,
you don't have to pretend, and I don't want you to pretend.
I am giving you the respect my father would have given you. Probably did give you. I don't know if you ever spoke. And that is why I wished to speak to you.
Proceed.
Why?
Why?
You know what I mean.
You
You
can't
can
just
read
give me
minds, I
a
assume.
single open-ended
Why did
question,
you
Tara.
burn down my village and kill my people? I have wondered this since the day I came here.
What are you calling for?
No, no, I also wish to have a challenge authorized by you, as most Colosseum matches have to be.
Decima already asked. You
Yes,
have the
I
green
want it
light for
to
a
the
death
death.
match.
Wonderful,
Oh, Decima also wanted it for the death. Don't you worry.
wonderful.
At the end of the day, there is blood in the sand, and I know you and yours already know what that means. Blood
Don't worry,
in the sand.
I will feed you. Don't. I feed everyone. I will feed you as I have for years.
You see,
Empress.
she glares and says, "You know something? It puts a knot in my stomach to hear you use my title. with such obvious disdain. I would rather you call me as I am and drop the fake respect than use my title behind gritted teeth and a bitter tongue. So please, call me Leora.
She will see Tara take a genuine like deep breath, trying to maintain that
You see at
that,
that,
like,
she smiles and
moment
leans
of
forward.
compassion.
She smiles and leans in as you have to regain composure. And she goes, no, go ahead. Disappoint Daddy. Go ahead.
Leora Divya.
Yes.
One day,
One day,
you will understand what it is like to know what compassion is when compassion is needed. And one day, I hope you find it. I hope those around you find you and are with you, not out of the fear of you, but out of love.
You see her
I
face
forgive you.
sours. Give me an insight check. I'll give you advantage on this.
Did you hear the last part?
No, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Because that part is important.
Mm-hmm.
You said insight?
Insight with advantage.
That's a 14.
There's a very evident reason why she wanted you to drop her title and like stop playing nice with her and just act as you really are.
This is how Tara really is.
You give it. Well, I mean, yes, but in her perspective,
yeah, that's how Tara is.
Tara,
this is how I really am.
Tara giving her actual, legitimate respect and compassion and forgiveness, and talking to her as if she isn't, even though we all know she is, talking to her as if she isn't the person who ruined your entire life. Basically, to put it this way, you not hating her, or at the very least, not openly and evidently to her face hating her, is boiling her blood. She hates that you are being kind. She hates it when you use her title. She hates that you think that you deserve to be nice to her. She hates that you don't despise her, that you're not chewing her out, that you're not yelling at her, that you're not angry. She genuinely hates it that you are being kind. And she is trying to egg you on purpose. Because she is uncomfortable in this interaction.
Tara will just lean in and go, Leora, you did not light the fire yourself. Of course I don't hate you. That's why I'm going to kill Decima. If you wanted me to hate you, you shouldn't have been such a coward and come and done it yourself. And then she'll step away.
Make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Just without advantage?
Are you raging?
17. No. It's a 17.
17 does not pass Leora's DC. You move to step away, and it's like your feet are rooted to the floor, and every muscle in your body strains against you. And Leora looks furious, and she stares at you through the orb and says, now you listen here. You monstrous little fucking whelp. You mean nothing to me. You have never meant anything to me. I don't care about your forgiveness. I don't care about your kindness. I don't care that you think you're better than me. I don't care that you think you're a better person than me. I
You
killed
can read
all
minds.
of your mongrel siblings and family members and cousins and community members because I fucking could.
You did
No
kill all
other
of my
reason.
cousins. You missed one.
Ooh.
That is for me to know. But I will tell you this. I do not I do not think I am better than you. As a matter of fact, I think I am not no better than anyone else.
Bullshit.
I don't. You can read minds, can you not?
Teacher,
Yeah.
teacher, can I? How easy is it to break the sword? What do I know?
You see cracks in it forming. You get a sense that Leora is gonna break it herself. She's just
I think
running her course.
Yeah, I think Lysander will just self-break it, like, with Eldritch Blast.
Okay. I'm gonna say one more thing as you fire off the Eldritch Blast. And so Leora, seething through her teeth, will look at you and say, "You had better enjoy every last fucking second of the 7 days of safe haven I'm giving you. Because as soon as that boat arrives in my shore, I am capsizing it before you even have a chance to see the city disappear over the fucking horizon. Every single one of you traitorous little monsters is getting sent to the depth of the goddamn Whispering Sea. And you had better count your fucking days." And the Eldritch Blast hits the orb and it shatters.
I think Lysander would have said something before shattering it.
Okay, go ahead.
If she goes down that train of thought, Lysander would just very loudly go, "And remember, I gave you your warning," and then she'll shatter it.
She, like, turns and looks like she's about to start laying it on you. The orb is cracking, and the Eldritch Blast hits it and shatters it. And
They were killing every one of her guards.
all 6 of you, throughout your various positions in the city, feel,
A rage of a crybaby.
yeah, like the rage of a woman who has far too much power at her hands and not enough discipline or maturity or respect to have earned it.
Great, we're dealing with a man-child now.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I
She
think
wanted to egg me
Lysander,
on, I was gonna do it back.
Oh yeah.
That's how Tara
And no,
works.
and that reveals a very fun thing about the Empress's about like the way that she views herself. She does not like it when people she doesn't like are kind to her. It boils her blood more than anything else.
if Taro wasn't in front of the orb, because technically Aura could hear, I really wanted to throw void magic back at her.
Oh yeah.
But destructive resonance will hit Tara too, because it's just anyone who can hear you.
Yeah.
So I love
And
do that. So
you hear the cracking or like the breaking of plates behind you as Dione is holding her hands over her mouth, covered like with the ground in front of her covered in broken glass. And she takes her hands away from her mouth and says, Oracle? And you see her face goes pale, and she is about to faint.
Oh no. Okay.
Tara will move to catch her.
Yeah, you crunch your bare feet on some of the glass as you sprint across the kitchen, and you catch her before she hits the ground.
And Tara just gently fans her and goes, Dion, this is why we pay you so well.
And
You're
you
going to
see
be okay.
she is in a cold sweat, and her eyes are like, she's half lucid. Her eyes are barely open. And she goes, "Do you think your boat needs a swappie?"
Yeah.
Oh.
Daon, I was taking you with us regardless.
Oh,
I was going to
thank.
throw you over my shoulder if I had to.
And you
It was
see,
that.
very notably, Dion goes, "Oh, thank the nines."
Darling, it was either that or I was going to humbly pay you 1,500 so you can get out of here yourself.
And you see, she kind of goes to stand up a little bit, letting Tara support her, and she looks at you and says, "With all due respect, Empress, I am
Empress? Oh,
Empress,
oh my goodness.
Oracle." God damn, shut up! I'm tired. With
Lysandra, Lysandra's like, oh dear.
with
Oh no.
all due
Oh, wow.
respect, Oracle, you cannot pay me to go away.
Tara
I love her so much.
Tara will smile and boop her on the nose and go, Sirik, bless you. Now I'm going to go get the broom. You should help me clean this glass up.
And she goes, yes, of course, of course.
You're okay. Don't worry. Don't stress yourself. I will help. But we also need to get that shattered orb out of here. As far as you know what? And Tara will walk over, grab pieces, and just start chucking them into the city.
Yeah, incredible. You just throw pieces of broken
Full-
glass into the
full
streets in the
fucking-
nobles' quarter.
Full motherfucking strength, just like baseballs.
Okay.
I would say mentally in Tara's head, so Dion doesn't overhear it. She's like, after your fight today, and remind me to bless you before you go. You will have plenty of people to get revenge back when we leave in a week.
I know, my love. You don't insult someone with that much power and expect to get away with it. I fully expected to die today. And Tara will, and then she said this in her head.
Yeah.
And
I was
Tara
like, in a very sing-songy voice, Lysandra would just be like, it's not in the cards.
Good to know. It's good to know that the fates have my back.
You're stuck with all of us and me for at least 10 years.
I'm not stuck with you. I chose you. Remember?
She
And
can't
that
wait
she
because she has
says
her
out loud.
veil.
That
she
she
can't
says
wait.
out loud.
Half of the snake's heads on her head just kind of close their eyes, and the others stay open in lieu of a wink. Just
I'm going to go
wink.
kill Decimo. Would anyone like to come watch?
Dante isn't there.
Heron is.
I think it's just Heron who's just been,
Yeah,
I guess,
it's just
Oh
kicking
yeah,
their feet.
Heron, you were here for this entire scene too.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I
Did you
forgot.
did you scantily follow us into the orb room?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's adjacent to the living room.
Yeah.
Tara, open heretic now. Does not give a shit.
So the whole plan about being like cool with the Empress isn't gonna happen anymore. I'm so glad that I have a room here
I mean,
and not much left there.
the Empress basically confirmed that, like, she is honoring, like, the 7 days of safety she gave you, and then is not holding back and planning to kill everybody.
Yeah,
Question.
she also mentioned knowing about the boat that's coming. That's kind
Mhm.
of
Oh
a big
yeah,
deal.
she
Someone has to tell Kip.
she
Yep.
knows about that.
Question. So Tara has
Mhm.
spent 100, gave 100 gold to Dion, and 10 gold, 5 to each dragon. How much do I have left?
800 and some odd. No, 2,700 and like 80.
Yeah.
Heron, what kind of armor do you wear?
He wears a breastplate. Oh, we're gonna do a shopping episode. Don't you worry.
Oh,
Because
we are.
Tara specifically is going to have you a breastplate made with part of it being made with monster bone that Tara has specifically for forging. Because every member of the tribe is getting, because that's how she sees you guys, is you are the new Lionsborn clan, and she is going to distribute weapons and armor.
I like to imagine that's what Lysandra's courier started being. They're just like little bones that are interwoven into her hair or like on her
Aw.
outfit. So little gem pieces. Before we go murdering, I am going to definitely place a kiss on Tara and bestow her with Gift of Luck.
Incredible.
Your next 3, any rolls you decide, you can just be like, fuck that, I want advantage.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay,
But once you use these 3 rolls, that's it.
so you begin heading in the direction of the Colosseum. Who is coming with to watch? I imagine Lysandra is.
Yeah, so I
I
can
think-
interfere if I need to.
I
Okay.
think Kip will come around once they finish the thing that they kind of are meandering about to do.
Okay.
But yeah, they'll be there eventually.
Heron will also go.
When Tara gets to the Colosseum and kind of gets into like where the gladiators are, can Tara find Asphodel?
Yes, you can look for Asphodel. And find her you do.
I would also like to do something real quick.
Okay.
Galatea doesn't trust Leora at all.
As you shouldn't, as we have learned.
She's going to try and find someone to take them all out after Tara's Colosseum fight. And promise 3,000 gold as pay to take them away to the what's the name of the continent?
Ozera, but you
Yeah.
you have a ship coming already. It's just at the end of the long rest or the full rest.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like Galatea was not there for the conversation with
Yeah, no.
and wouldn't know that Leora already knows about the boat.
True. Yeah, no, never mind.
And yeah, there's been, I think you mentioned there being like a hard time getting boats in and out of port recently.
Oh, that's
Like,
true.
here's
Yeah,
the thing.
Never mind.
Yeah,
That's because Moxen's lying.
it took weeks for the like tone deaf siren to be on course and coming to pick you up. So
Then I
Like-
think Galatea would be like staying with Eagle and catching up on things that happened in the Empire because apparently there's protesters now.
yeah, because Kip made a big fucking stink, and
I
people
wonder
are starting to
how-
doubt the
how-
Empress.
I wonder how they see Galatea now.
I'll tell you straight up, a lot better.
Yay! I can buy supplies now.
Yes, you can.
Not that it matters, I
In
can
fact,
hold
you are
gold.
given a 50% off. In fact, every member of the party is 50% off of the first piece of equipment, and that can be of any kind. So if you want to get half off plate mail, go nuts. 50% off the first piece of equipment you buy in the city.
Got it. That's going to be for a later day.
Yes, of course.
Question.
Answer.
So in that orb, they kind of saw the ambassador of Cravan.
Yes.
Heron has met with Ulbrich before. Was she in that as well?
Yes.
Or-
Ulbrich was standing behind Ambassador Theodora during that.
Ulbrich was wearing like a helmet, so you couldn't see what their expression
Yep.
was.
You do not know what their face or their features are.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So, you all come to the arena, or anyone who wants to watch Tara fuck up Decima comes to the arena.
If anyone wants to come watch a fucking massacre,
I think
please.
Kip would just show up like halfway through or so, probably.
Okay. So, you see already Leora is sitting in her box at the top of the Empire. Or at the top of the Colosseum.
Can I do the little scene with Asphodel first?
Oh yes, go ahead. Or like you would have
Uh,
seen that as you came in and started looking for
okay.
her.
Okay. Tara will approach and kind of smile as she sees Asphodel and go, Asphodel. A moment.
Yeah, she'll turn to you. And nod and step forward.
And she will offer a hand to like do the warrior's wrist grasp. They do that gladiators do. And if she reciprocates it, she'll kind of look her in the eye and go, "You have been you were the greatest opponent I ever faced. And should I die today, which, knowing what I know, might happen."
Hey, give me an insight check real quick.
Okay. That's an 11.
She looks like she knows something you don't, and her eyes are wide and scared. But because her tongue was ripped out and she's mute, she cannot communicate this thing to you and is panicking.
He'll pull her in and whisper, "Find the oracle. She can read your thoughts."
You see she nods and begins to head out, looking around for where the oracle is sitting. All of you begin to filter in. There is already a large crowd gathered. The Empress is sitting in her box at the top. And Heron, as you come up, you see that one of the senior members of the... No, actually, you know what? It's Calliope. Calliope intercepts you as you're coming up to the Colosseum.
Great. I'm so glad.
Smiles and says, we'll catch up after. The Empress actually requested that you watch the show in her box today.
Oh, awesome. I'm so happy.
And so Heron is up in the Empress's private box during this Colosseum battle. We're probably not gonna...
Heron refuses to let go of Calliope's arm.
Okay, so Calliope will be up here with you for the purpose of this scene.
I think, like, she tries to pull away, and Heron is like, no, maybe you should stay. Like, I'm sure it's fine. It'll be great.
Okay. And so, we get to the Colosseum proper. Asphodel searches frantically to find Lysandra. Kip only shows up halfway in, so I'll keep that in mind. Galatea is here. Typhon sits on Lysandra's shoulder. There's a bustling crowd. Tara, you see one of the like guards who works the Colosseum comes to find you and says, "Lion's born. Your opponent is ready for you. Step into the arena."
A little less friendly today, aren't we?
Galatea, if you don't want to be here, that's okay. And you see the guard will nod and say, just go in.
She'll approach and kind of put her hand on his shoulder and go, "It's been an honor to be able to know you." And she'll head in.
You step inside. And the battlefield is currently just occupied by you. You see the portcullis on the other side of the Colosseum Grate beginning to open. And Asphodel quickly comes up to you, Lysandra, and like kind of pats you on the shoulder a little bit to get your attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And points to the side of her head.
I think it takes a few moments because she's really bad at understanding.
If it helps, she'll like open her mouth and point and show that she
yeah.
doesn't have a tongue, and then point to the side of her head.
I think she just automatically opens up the telepathic link.
Yep. And you hear Asphodel's inner thoughts say, "They switched her opponent last minute." And as the portcullis fully raises, Tara, who is expecting Decima to walk out onto the battlefield, sees a gentleman with pale skin, long, curved ears, blackened at the tips, short black hair tied up into a ponytail.
Is he wearing plate mail?
Wearing a Spartan's plate, like a breastplate. And like the gladiators, like one arm, like plated armor on his right side, no armor on his left side, wearing a shield, a battle skirt, sandals.
Is this the like legendary gladiator dude?
And a large spear with bat-like filigree.
It's this guy.
And you see this individual. Oh, and should I forget, one large bat-like wing coming out of just his right shoulder.
Oh.
He will very loudly go,
He's
"Oh, was Decima too afraid to die?"
so hot.
You see the gentleman looks at you and smiles and says, "No, I'm sorry, friend. You just threw a very unfortunate."
Well, if I have to die, I have to die. At least my opponent is pretty.
You see he smiles and like kind of gauges you up and down and says, "Okay, back at ya." And he leans into like a fighting stance and
He
says,
will do the same.
he says, "Sorry in advance, love. This isn't a fight. This is an informal execution." Yeah, there
Yes,
you go.
I know.
She's got
I know
it.
the
She's
whole
got
thing.
it. And he
I'm a
charges
gladiator
you.
too. I'm a gladiator too. I know how this shit works. Let's go.
And you see he smiles. He's like, "Yeah, you get it." And he charges at you.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, so are we doing this full combat or are we doing this strength checks?
I don't know. Are we doing this full combat?
If it's combat, I would like Lysandra to be an initiative.
Yes. Lysandra can be in initiative.
Since
Hold on.
I can cast spells without people knowing it's me. Galatea's not here.
We're gonna zoom down to focus on just you two. All right.
Tara rolled very poorly on initiative.
All
Remember,
right.
you have Gift of Luck, so you can reroll for initiative
Matter of fact.
if you.
Yeah, that's a. I guess, are we rounding up with that because it's like a fraction?
No, the point 14 means if he also rolls a 12 and has a lower dexterity than
okay.
you, you go first. Or he goes first. No, you go
Okay.
first. If he has
Okay.
a higher dexterity, he goes first. Okay, this is the fun opportunity. You see him beginning to charge for you. His wing behind him bats and juts him off the ground, and he is like in the sky above you, coming for an overhead downward stab. And then so he has an 18 in dexterity. So he has a +4 to dexterity, and he rolled an 18, which means he hit a 14. So he is about to make his attack. Lysandra, how do you put him on the back foot?
I forgot to roll my initiative, so she would have just seen him.
I forgot to put up the turn order. Okay.
It's okay.
So what initiative are you giving him?
He gets a sexy 1.
A natural 1. Yo, that's so crazy.
So he gets the 5. I'm being generous.
Generous as in you physically can't roll lower initiative.
But yeah, what I imagine is Lysandra can, for once, actually see most of the battlefield.
Yeah.
And sees that he is moving towards Tara, and then it's just like the threads of fate she sees, and then she just kind of grabs them and then yanks him back.
Okay.
When he does like the overhead charge.
I have a question.
Okay, yes.
Is he visibly undead?
Yes, he is. So basically, so this is not the first time, but the first time in a long while that you have fought a combatant who has been sustained. And so, like, basically, it's like vampirism, but without any of the drawbacks. You are out in the middle of the midday sun, and there is not a scorch on him.
I was more asking because my sword is made of silver.
That does not, silver is still very helpful, but it's not as big of a deal against vampires.
Yeah, I didn't know if it still stopped him from regenerating like it would me.
No, there's a different thing that stops sustained regeneration.
Okay.
And somebody in the party has access to that damage type, but I'm not going to say what it is.
Do any of us know what it is?
It definitely is cosmic or something like that.
It's cosmic.
Yeah.
Cosmic will stop the regeneration of sustained. Fight fire with fire.
Spells.
Beat void tainted people with just more void. All right. So with that being said, as Emilios is in the sky, wing beating and coming down with a spear aimed directly for your jugular, Tara, I'll give it to you. You see golden threads come out from the sand, wrap around his feet, and pull him to the ground. So he lands right in front of you and stabs right in between both of your feet.
So I like to think that there's almost a constant telepathic link between Tara and Lysandra. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but Tara just thinks, "Thank you, my love."
Yep, there it is. But you see Emilios, doesn't look like phased, and he'll like kind of smile and look up, and pull the spear back, and is now like mano a mano with you.
Question.
Answer.
What type of damage does the Wraith's sword do?
That does cosmic.
Wonderful. Can I get stats for that?
Fuck. Yeah, give me a
Tara's
second.
Carrying it into battle. You also see, everybody sees Tara literally put the Wraith's fucking helmet on.
Wait, you put her helmet on?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Give
Just gonna
me a
allow-
second on that.
Oh, this is a special thing.
Ooh, you are wearing the helmet and carrying the sword at the same time. So.
Oh no. If only Tearfey was here, then she would have the goop on
I
her.
should have been more ready for this. Okay, hold on. Give me a second.
If they're gonna fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with them right back. You want me to just throw a greatsword in my inventory for now?
I feel like it'd be like one of those flame swords, but it just deals cosmic damage instead.
Hold on. I have the stats for it. I just have to get you the name because that's the part that I'm looking for.
I'm sorry that I pulled out the. Oh yeah. By the way.
No, I should have predicted this.
Yeah, because Tara, upon seeing this, was like, you know, I was gonna use Dusk's Tooth to kill that bitch, but now I'm fighting this motherfucker. Fuck it, why not? Let's piss off Leora just that much more.
Hold on. Okay. I'm giving you, so you're not attuned to any of these. So the helmet doesn't do anything for now, but you feel it trying to bond to you. You just don't have the time to focus on that in the moment.
All right. Awesome.
Okay, but the weapon is called Aegea Spathi, the Sword of Judgment. It's a +2 great sword and deals an additional 1d10 cosmic damage. So, +2 to attack and damage rolls, 2d6 slashing, 1d10 cosmic. That might have balanced this in your favor.
You said +2 greatsword?
It's a +2 greatsword.
Alright, I'm just gonna throw that into my inventory real quick.
Okay.
Just, and then we can add the cosmic damage in just a bit.
I can finagle it.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
1d10 cosmic?
Yep, 1d10 cosmic. Okay. I should have expected that kind of curveball, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, she's ready. She's like, I brought all of my weapons. She's got the fucking spear, the Dusk's Tooth on one side of her back, the greatsword on the other. Her shield was in her hand. Now it's on her back, replaced with the greatsword in two hands.
All right, there you go. I added it. I added the cosmic damage for you.
Wonderful.
And then if you're gonna rage.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
definitely raging.
Okay. I clicked on the rage damage for you. SD.
Awesome, thank you. I think Lysandra's first though. With your 24 initiative.
I know.
Okay. So, battle has officially started. Okay, hold on real quick. I'm just gonna get the...
Friendly reminder, you can delay your turn after someone else's.
Yep. Lysandra's gonna has to slither to the other side of the Coliseum. I'm not in range for any of my spells.
I feel like they'd probably be sitting on Tara's side anyway. Isn't that like a team sport, you know, when the seats are segregated by team?
That's up to Celeste if she's kind and benevolent.
What? Come again?
Like in a football.
Wouldn't I technically be on the other side of the Coliseum to support Tara?
No, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Typhon, my buddy.
Flip
My son.
horizontal.
Okay, yeah, now he's in range.
Okay.
Yay, range. There's no vocal components to it, It is just Mind Sliver in his head.
Okay. No vocal components. Good to know.
Yeah, I ignore that. Not apparently. I just do because of the stupid thing I have.
Bum.
Isn't it 2d6? Yeah, because I can't split the If I can't split the damage, would I do the full damage with the Eldritch Cantrip?
Yes. You're basically hitting him with the same effect twice, so you don't have to split the damage.
Okay.
Okay.
God, it's 2 7s, so 14 in total, and you have to make an intelligence saving throw.
Great. So the damage is automatic, and then it's a saving throw?
If he fails the saving throw, it's the, save or suck.
Save or suck. Okay.
It's
Doesn't save on the
intelligence.
first one. Oh, it's intelligence. No, his intelligence is worse, so he definitely doesn't save.
Okay,
Doesn't.
so the
Okay, he
second
doesn't
one,
save on
takes the
either.
D4. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so minus 1d4 on his next saving throw.
And he takes 14 damage.
14 damage. Ba, 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 ba.
And that's it. That's all Lysandra's gonna do.
Fantastic. Here, I'm gonna zoom in more for the audience's perspective.
Oh, Luna almost beefed it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Your cat's
Put
such
it like
an idiot.
this so they can still see Lysandra. Okay. Lysandra's so big. I keep forgetting how much bigger her token is. Okay. Is that all for Lysandra's turn? Okay.
Yep.
Tara Lionsborn, you are up.
Tara will smile and go, "This is not personal," and then fucking swing for the fences.
That just hits his AC. So it sinks into him, and you see he kind of smiles. You've like cracked his pauldron in half, and you've caught your blade a little bit in his collarbone, and the void, like the cosmic energy starts seeping into his shoulder.
I tried to hit the damage, but it did not want to do it.
Just click Greatsword plus, like on the like where it shows up in the Roll20 chat. Click the
Okay.
name of the. Yeah, there you go. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yes.
Almost maximum damage. Yeah, a whopping. Let's see, 2 plus. Okay, so 10 plus 16 is
28.
28 damage.
Yeah, Roblox. Oops, salad.
Almost an even 30. Holy.
Yeah, this is an execution. Not for him.
And
you've already.
she'll go, "You're right. It is an execution."
You see, he'll smile, and he'll like grip the blade, and he'll kind of look up at you. Even though you have now taken off a third of his HP, he's kind of smiling still, blood seeping through his teeth, and he goes, "You know, I did kind of want it to be personal." And he physically pulls the blade out of his shoulder.
Hi.
I wonder, does
Hi.
sustained blood feed the other sustained?
You see he looks down as his now even more void-tainted blood seeps into the sand, and he says, "I am not sure about the logistics on that."
Yeah, the crowd.
That would be
murmuring, going,
interesting to
"Spin."
learn. Like she's literally just having a conversation back and forth with this guy.
You do have a
Tara
second
has a
attack.
second attack.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh
say.
yeah, I do. That's right.
Yeah, that
That's
hits.
24?
Uh-huh.
So that's 2 rage damage.
23 damage.
Yeah, 23 more damage.
23 more damage. I want you to know, I'll tell you, his maximum hit points was 119. He is currently at 54. Another strike square into his side, and it sort of knocks him off balance. And he goes, "You know, the Empress really underprepared me for this fight."
She put you against an arena champion. Don't feel bad.
She told me you'd be easy.
She lies to everyone. Why would you believe her?
On his turn, he's going to disengage and fly backwards. I'm gonna adjust.
So I don't get an attack of opportunity on that, right?
He disengages, so no, you do not.
Okay.
Disengages and flies backwards, and goes, "You don't know, I barely even got to get warmed up. I hope you don't mind if I buy myself a little time." And he whistles in between two fingers, and you hear a distant howling.
You bitch.
And
Tara to him.
Okay, it's supposed to be 4d6 hounds, but that's a lot. So, instead, I'm just gonna do a handful of dire wolves.
Tara will look at him and go, "Oh, you too big of a coward to fight me by yourself?"
And you see, he'll go, "Well, not exactly." And he branches his spear and says, "I just needed a little bit of a pick-me-up." And he grabs one of his own wolves and skewers it through the chest. And you see his spear starts absorbing the blood of the direwolf, and his wounds start to patch up. And he...
Even with the void taint?
Yes, because this isn't his natural healing. This is healing from the weapon.
Okay.
And one of the dire wolves that he summons immediately dies again, but instead of it, like, leaving a corpse behind, it just disappears into shadows and, like, coalesces under his feet where his shadow normally would be. And he twists the spear, and he regains 12 hit points.
Well, if you have a bit of an advantage, I suppose I could have one as well. But I'm gonna wait until her turn.
And you see, he looks up in the stands and says, You mustn't think I don't already know."
Oh, I know.
Lysandra, that is you.
Oh, Tara's not talking about Lysandra.
It is out of my reach, so I can't really do much.
Okay. Tara.
Yeah, all my secret spells are 60 feet. At most,
Tara.
85.
Tara is going to turn into her werelion form.
You see, as you begin to shift, Emilios smiles widely and says, "You just keep getting better."
Oh, I know I do.
And he looks so excited.
She's genuinely really excited to fight this man. Question, does my speed increase?
Yes it does. It increases by 15 feet.
Okay, so I can move 45 feet.
Yes.
Okay. Let me, see. Oh, yeah. So Tara is going to immediately close the distance and 2 more slashes.
Yep.
Open her sheet real quick.
Okay, go ahead and make the attack roll.
It's being slow.
That's okay.
So that's a 22 on the first one?
That hits. So you swing down and you see, go ahead and roll the damage. He uses his reaction and he takes his spear, and as your blade comes down, he catches the end of it and redirects your blade, and it sinks into the wolf next to him.
No, hey, I'm assuming it'll kill the wolf from
Oh,
that damage.
it does. And you see as the shadow returns to Emilio's, he heals again.
Oh, you know, that would help you. You know, it would help you if I didn't get roll a 27
Okay,
on my
roll
second
again.
attack.
So yeah, so hit. 22
Yeah. 22.
damage.
What? This
Uh,
one, she's going in for like a stab.
oh yeah.
Like he did to the wolf.
The blade gets embedded in his abdomen, and he goes, "Oh, like I."
Turns
And
it,
you see he
pulls it out.
smiles. Blood is just dripping out of his out of the hole in his abdomen, and he goes, "Gosh, they really did not prepare me for you. I've been on the back foot since the start of this combat." And he swings out and goes to stab you with his spear. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Hold on. What is your AC?
16.
16. 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So it's 6 points of piercing and 7 points of necrotic damage. No, 14 points of necrotic damage, and he heals 7.
Okay.
And Tara takes 3 points of piercing. So
Yeah, you take 3 points of piercing
17.
and 14 points of necrotic.
And then 14 and 3?
Uh-huh.
So 17 in total.
Yeah,
17 in total. And your blood runs up the blade of the spear and into his arm, and the hole in his abdomen starts closing up.
Well, at least it didn't go into the sand.
You see he smiles and says, "Oh, usually there's some splatter." And he pulls the spear out and stabs you a second time. 16.
Yeah, that's exactly my AC.
Okay, so 5 points of piercing have to 2 and 11 points of necrotic, and he will heal 6.
Okay, so 13 points.
And you see he'll look at you and say, "You know, the fight is supposed to be rigged, and I'm supposed to kill you, but I'll be honest, I kind of don't want to."
Oh, don't worry, sweetheart, you won't.
Oh gosh, you are so refreshing.
You know, if under any other circumstances, I would have loved to have fought you hand to hand.
And you see he'll kind of smile and say, "We can swap."
You want to take weapons away? I'll beat the shit out of you with my bare hands.
Big old
And
grin.
And she will open her hand, showing fucking huge claws.
He'll open his hand, showing his own claws.
Oh.
Okay.
She just goes, "Listen, if there is any way I can not kill you while also winning this fight, I'm going to try and spare you."
I mean, as long as you're not hitting me with that great sword, and my claws aren't silvered, we can do this all fucking day.
Yes, but I have shit to do after this.
We can take an intermission.
Oh Lord. But yeah, no, Tara's gonna wait for after Lysandra's turn.
Is there anything Lysandra can do?
Let me see.
Okay.
I came over there with Tara's sheet instead. Shit.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Eldritch Blast will be noticeable.
I mean, he has backup.
If you go down, there will be backup.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, I forgot all about Cersei. Cersei could have just could have just skedaddled onto the playing field. No, everything is beyond Eldritch Blast is the only thing I can hit him with, so I'm not going to
Okay.
attack him.
Question. If Tara whistles, will he hear it?
Theoretically, yes.
That's
Yeah.
the first thing Tara's gonna do on her turn. She'll whistle real
What?
loud and just go, Hercules!
Well, hold on. Lysandra, you don't do anything on your turn, right?
No.
Okay. On initiative count 20, you hear a large thundering voice. Heron, you see Empress Leora stand up and put both of her hands on the dais in front of her and just go, enough! And there is a large burst of energy, and you two are, no save, you two are buffeted away from each other, and the wolves are dispelled, and everything grinds to a halt. And you see the Empress seething.
You had to stop my fun.
And she looks down at you as you say that. And she physically lands in the center of the arena between you two. And snaps around to you and says, "You aren't supposed to be having fun." And she turns around and looks at Emilios and says, "And you aren't supposed to be making friends. You were supposed to murder her." And then you see the entire audience gasps. And she looks around and she goes, "Fucking..." And she teleports away. And she's gone.
Tara will sink the sword into the sand and go, I mean, she's not here anymore if you want to just beat the shit out of each other. These people paid for a fight.
No, Kip, you caught that for sure.
Oh, excellent.
You
Okay,
see Emilios kind of rolls his eyes and says, "Hold on, wait for it." And you see he holds out his hand, and a piece of paper just appears in it, and he goes, "Oh, what's this?" And he unfolds it and goes, "Oh, a summons from the Empress. I will
Of
deal
course.
with you later."
You know, if I'm still in the Empire by the time you get back, absolutely. Try not to die. I like you.
And you see, now that it's been more than 6 seconds, his wounds start, reconstituting themselves. And he sees yours because you're a
Tara's did the
werewolf.
same
Yours
thing?
also. And, you two are standing there being buddy-buddy for, 30 seconds, and you both are at peak condition. Tip-top shape.
No, she's gonna walk over, very casually and just, offer a handshake. That was a really good fight. I really enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
and he'll shake your hand too, and he'll pull you in really close. And in a very, serious whisper, he'll say, "She killed Decima herself."
That bitch! Are you fucking kidding me? You... She denied me my kill, that bitch.
And then sent me to kill you.
Yes, sent you to kill me. Sweetheart, oh shit. I yelled for Hercules.
Oh no, you didn't yet, because she interrupted
okay.
you at an issue. Yeah,
She
Hercules
stopped
is
me
not on the
before
way.
she-
Yeah, you're good, you're
Okay,
good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're good.
She's just had that gone any longer, I had backup that I could have called. Also, if he's not healed, if he's any wounds in him, Tara will pump 2 points of her lay on hands into him. I could have healed the entire time.
We'll say you're able to catch the last little bit as he's regenerating, because you out-damaged him pretty substantially.
Yeah, I could have healed the entire time.
And you lay on hands him, and you see it does heal him, but it also, singes his skin a little bit, and he kind of smiles as he gets taken aback and goes, "That stings. Warn the guy."
Well, I didn't know that you would Oh yes, because you're yes, that makes more sense.
Yeah, there
I
you go.
apologize. I apologize. I forgot that Radiant. Yeah, you know. Anyway, that was a fantastic fight. I'm going to go kiss that giant snake in the audience.
And you see he looks up and looks at you in like a very bro-ish way. He like pats you, he like gives you like a knuckle on the arm and goes, nice.
Tara will leap into the audience. I'm just like, did you see that? I kicked his fucking ass.
He will turn around, beat his wing, he flies up, will land on the lip of the here, I'm gonna switch it back to the regular map. But he lands on the lip of the wall in the Empress's viewing box. Turns over to Heron. He'll smile and like send a wink your way, and then he'll walk past you into the back room behind her viewing stand where she's waiting for him.
I think as he walks past, Heron just says like, "That was a great fight."
And he'll turn to you and smile and go, "Your friend is a real tough cookie."
She's amazing.
I also
know.
want to point out Calliope is with Heron most likely.
Mm-hmm. Heron is smiling.
I
Like,
should have expected
no,
you to make
no,
friends with Emilios, but
Oh yeah, 100%. But no, she's Tara is in fact still a werelion, leaping from the stadium floor into a crowd of people.
Nice.
I imagine there's a large berth around Lysandra because of her size.
And Tara will lift up Lysandra, give out a triumphant roar, and head back home.
The crowd cheers extremely loudly. And I want anybody at all to roll me a d20 for a luck check.
I got it.
Wait. Who said?
Link's just doing
Link's-
little
Link's-
gremlin voice.
It would actually be very
please.
it would be very appropriate for Lynx to roll it, actually.
Okay,
Yes,
alright
please.
then.
Okay.
How's a 14?
14!
Oh my
So-
god,
so
14.
baby. Is it good to roll to be a 20? Is high good?
The
it
high
to
is
be
good. High is good.
Can I make it really high?
Yeah.
Like as high as a D20 can go?
Yeah.
let's
You
get high.
make it a natural 20. As Tara cheers, or like Tara roars, the crowd cheers. Another unfortunate like out in the open display from the Empress. You hear in the crowd. No, this genuinely wasn't scripted. I'm just upset at Belle's ability to make friends with everybody.
I'm kind of a one. It's natural charisma. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I loved it. You see the crowd in the Colosseum cup their hands and start chanting over and over and over again. The childish goddess, the silent sham, the childish goddess, the silent sham, the childish goddess, the silent sham. And you hear from behind her curtain in the viewing box, another loud, just like, I'm not gonna fully shout it, but another loud, enough! And the crowd keeps cheering and keeps chanting. And everybody begins to make their way out.
I want to try and get them to chant "All hail the throned beast."
Ooh, like legitimate, like right now?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, with advantage. Give me a performance check, but base it off of your strength.
You said the words. We gotta roll credits. I'm sorry.
We gotta roll credits. Give me a performance check. Roll it with strength instead of charisma.
Okay. 1 second. My sheet's loading slowly.
That's okay.
So that's +4. So
You
performance.
can You can change the ability score you're using for the skill in
Oh,
your character sheet.
dope. Can I use my inspiration?
Yes,
you
you
have
may.
advantage on it too.
You have
Or
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have advantage? Oh,
Yep.
dope.
I gave you advantage.
Oh, dope. So I'll just roll again.
Yep.
That's an 18.
Wait, but it's a 14!
Oh, it's a
Abby?
14.
Natural 20. I love my
It's a
life.
it's a 24. Yes. So the childish goddess, the silent sham, all hail the throned beast, and it chants over and over and over.
then just a loud roar from Tara.
Your Dusk's tooth begins vibrating rapidly.
Tara will pull it, hold it to the sky with her free hand. 'Cause, like, I imagine Lysandra's up on her shoulder, the other hand with her sword in the fucking air.
So, this is where a very fun element of the way that the magic of the Empire works. Tara, you feel like the vibrations of the blade like resonating with you and approving of your actions, but you also feel a warmth well up in your core and spread throughout your entire body. And for the next week, none of your spells cost spell slots.
Oh. Fuck yeah. So does that count for my lay on
Tara's
hands?
one spell.
Tara's one spell, yeah.
Yeah, Tara has one spell, but also, does that count with lay on hands?
That also applies to your lay on hands. Your lay on hands is limitless.
Yeah, infinite fucking lay on hands. Sorry.
And you
You can only
feel...
do them in increments of 5, but they restore, I imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
And you feel the power of worship from an entire Colosseum. And I think it dawns on you in that moment as you feel this strength, just how fake the Empress actually is.
Tara will laugh. Like, loud laugh. Just, oh, I get it now. I understand why she's so angry. This is fantastic. That's why there could be no doubts. And she'll sheathe the blade and, like, princess style carry Lysandra out of the arena.
Okay. And we gotta wrap it up soon, not immediately, but we're nearing the end of the session. But I want to actually try to get into the beginning of downtime activities. Doesn't
I feel like
sound
that
like
was
there's
day
any
one for Tara.
opposition. Yeah, that was day one for Tara for sure. All right. So, downtime. Let's go ahead. I actually want to focus on either Kip or Heron first. Either one of you got anything you immediately want to do on the first day?
Kind of.
Kinda.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Let's keep doing.
Okay, so you remember the little bit you described at the beginning of us all getting back into town and things feeling different?
Yes.
Protests and those such and all that.
And also the current display going on in the Colosseum.
Yeah, so when Kip slipped out earlier, I kind of felt like they would probably want to go get a better feel for what's going on amongst the common folk and figure out what the vibe is, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. Funnily enough, because you started this movement, I'm going to give Kipariso advantage on an investigation check. here.
Okay, I'd also like to roll a stealth check because I also started the whole movement.
Yeah, I'll let you stealth alongside. Well, remember, you and all of your companions are technically given a week of immunity.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop the mob from coming up and like shaking Gip's hand and giving them attention.
That's fair. So it's avoiding the attention, not avoiding the authority.
Maybe a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me the investigation check first.
At advantage?
At advantage.
Investigation. 14? That's not bad.
It is a 14 with the number. It is not a base 14.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, and give me the stealth check.
Mm-hmm. At normal. No.
11.
No. Okay, hold on. I want to reroll one of those, but I'm not sure which one to reroll.
It would be better to roll the investigation.
All right. Fine.
Okay.
You convinced me. I'm losing my inspiration to redo. No, that's much worse. That is a much worse roll. That is a 12 to a 14.
Damn. That's what fucking luck. Holy. You know what?
No, it's a 4.
No, it's an
hold on.
11
Sorry, I
plus
was looking
1.
at the wrong one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking at Tara's last thing.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
see
wait.
Gip's
They-
rolls.
You've
they
been
were
whispering
public-
your rolls by accident. Yeah.
Whoops. My bad. Okay, I still have one inspiration left, technically. I do. Do I want to use it on this?
Mayhaps.
Maybe? I don't know. Well, yeah. You know what? Yeah. Go big or go home. Let's go big. 21 natural.
Nat 20 investigation. There we
That's
go.
amazing.
That's amazing. Okay, so you do get immediately found by the people who are following the movement that you created.
Uh-huh.
But what you are learning from all of the people actively protesting against the rule of the empire and slandering the name of its various institutions and mocking the empress. This was a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
But all of the people who were dissatisfied with the will of the empire just needed something to make resistance tangible, to make it possible. And seeing you're not treated like a messiah or anything,
Mm-hmm.
but seeing you stand up directly to the Empress and badmouth her to her face and mock her and slander her and drag her name through the dirt in front of the entire city and watching her kill you and you still standing was what is gonna motivate them more than witnessing something that they literally thought to be impossible, which is any kind of resistance at all against the Empress.
Mm-hmm.
And literally watching you die 3 times and you're still around to badmouth her and keep going is a huge thing keeping the resistance like ahead of the curve. And you are getting a feeling from some of the people who are a little bit more focused on the bringing down aspect of the empire, or like bringing it all down aspect. Like some members of the resistance have started corroborating with members of the Vox Ancilli. And a lot of people in the Throp Quarter, a lot of the people living there, have been getting extra rations and extra supplies and discounts from merchants. And it's basically like what it is slowly evolving into, it hasn't gotten here yet. What it is slowly evolving into is a war. Well, not war, but like a major conflict between all of the common people versus not just the Empress, not just the cathedral, not just the magistrates, versus all sustained.
You might even call
Everybody.
it a class warfare.
It's straight up class warfare. And word is being leaked from inside the cathedral about some of the shadier goings on. And nobody knows full on sustainment engine, but like everyone has been told, like it's been leaked to the populace at this point that like it's been leaked to the populace at this point that like the blood of all of the common people is literally feeding the upper class. And
Disgusting.
yeah. It's not even like a figure of speech or hyperbole. It's just straight up the thing that's happening. And it is not going to be long. You think maybe even, I almost wonder if I do this on purpose or anything. Maybe even by the end of the week, you think it's going to evolve to a point where none of the protesting that's going to be happening is going to remain peaceful for that much longer. Like, weapons are being stored and smuggled. Like, books of magical text are being stolen from the magistrate's order and given out to people who have arcane talent. And people are readying themselves to take the fight to the nobility.
I see.
And so if you weren't already on a limited time clock, they are going to start taking blood soon.
Okay. And that's the vibes Kip gets.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there like so the protests haven't erupted into violence of significance yet.
Not yet. But
there's still like violence from the
yes, of course.
rule imposing forces?
Yes.
Okay.
There's violence from the side of the authority, not from the side of the victim.
Okay. Kip, for like one of the first times in their life, feels compelled to compassion towards strangers.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Kip
that's
kind of wants to go heal people.
Fantastic. Hey, I bet you can guess what immediately starts happening when Kip starts feeling that way.
Oh yeah? Yeah, the angry, oh, you do it bad.
No, not even you're doing it bad. The feather is approving of this.
Oh. You know, in fact, he's gonna use the feather,
yeah?
because it lets me do freeverse, so they can cast spells more up to a number of times equal to charisma bonus. So
here, let me read the feature. Yeah. Scrawling a poem unbound by structure or rhyme scheme, you manifest magic freely and without strain. You can cast a spell from your spell list without expending a spell slot or material components, as long as the spell doesn't have a gold piece cost or require concentration. So yeah, using free verse, you are able to write 5 more healing words. And I imagine, although you don't have to dedicate your entire downtime to this, you are able to spend a portion of your downtime, if you would like to, constantly going in and checking with the resistance and healing their wounds as they come.
They might actually.
But yeah, so hold on. Let me calculate this, because this could actually be insane. Bum, 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 bum. Assuming Kip is willing to use higher level spell slots,
Yep.
you can cast a total of
I believe it was 14 or 12.
a total of 12 healing words a day.
Mm-hmm.
Which, for a small resistance, being able to guarantee 12 people who get hurt get instant magical medical attention is a huge deal for morale.
Mm-hmm. And plus, every time they use the pen, they write a little rousing speech that they share with everyone at the same time.
Yeah.
2 birds with 1 stone.
Hell yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else? Like, over the course of the entire week, thinking big picture, is there
There's a
anything
lot
else
that
Kip wants to do with... Yeah, I've got a general
Uh-huh.
idea that Kip wants to do a bunch
Yeah.
for downtime.
Yeah, I have a bit of an itinerary.
Yes, I am looking at it.
Yeah, one of the things Kip wants to do is, I think, other than shopping, which might coincide with Heron's shopping, since we all need to go and do a little shopping, would be to stop by the family estate with Lysandra Heron and Tara.
Okay, so we will make a different scene of that in a second. Heron, what is the top of your to-do list during downtime?
So I think since we're kind of still on the first day, Heron is going to like go off of the scene with of like what just happened at the Coliseum. I think he's just like, as everybody starts funneling out with Calliope, he cannot stop smiling. And
Ooh, okay. I forgot that you're still with Calliope. I will keep that in mind.
He's with Calliope and he's just smiling. And I think he just wants to like tell Calliope so why did you tell her, why did you cover for me, basically? Why did you help me? Why did you protect me?
You see she looks back to you. That you're not quite able to place it yet, although you'll probably figure it out as the conversation goes on. She's got a little bit of a weird facial expression. It looks like there's a lot going on through her head. And it's not focused. It's not like she's strictly angry, strictly happy, strictly sad, or anything like that. It's just like there's a lot going on in her head, you can tell.
So strange. Never had that happen.
Never had that happen. And you see she'll look at you and say, what, did you think I wouldn't? Of course I'll cover for you. I'm not entirely sure what is going on. It seems very complicated. A lot more than you can explain very fast, but it seems like something is up. Something weird. It feels like something weird has been happening ever since you left for the jungle.
Calliope, I saw through the blades. I saw.
You see, she looks at you and goes, "Oh, no, you're not supposed to see that early." No, the Empress has the Mortal Goddess has an entire procedure. She like when you step behind the curtain before she shows you what's happening. She she gives you a calming spell and lets you know that what you're about to see is
Why?
very hard to understand, and like she's slowly it's like walking into a pool with cold water. She doesn't push you into it. She slowly walks you down the steps and lets you adjust to the temperature before she shows you how everything works. I should have been more careful. I'm so sorry. I'll put it in my backpack next time.
No, I'm glad.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought you were scared or worried or
Oh, I
didn't want to
am.
get.
I'm terrified. I'm horrified.
What? That's
This
totally
is.
understandable, though.
No, I. This. You. Calliope, you are a better person than this. You.
You see her
I don't
face
know.
sort of like shrinks in a little bit, and she says, "Wait, what do you mean? Better person than what?"
Oh, it's. This is scary. I'm
I'll admit it was
scared.
a lot to take in. But
So, without the calming spell, without the explanation, you would have chosen it the same?
look,
You would have felt the same?
it all looks a lot scarier than it actually is. The process doesn't hurt. The big things lumbering around are just there to do the heavy lifting.
In the blood?
We are we are blood clerics. That is the entire foundation of our order. Why are you suddenly squeamish about it?
Squeamish. It's. I, I don't know. Don't. I don't understand, and I don't know if I can.
Like, what
And
do you
that's
mean?
scary.
Like, and you see she looks really scared and leans in and goes, are you saying you don't want to get sustained?
Saying, I don't think. Saying I'm scared.
No, it's okay to be scared. I was personally handpicked to attend your sustainment process. I'm not supposed to tell you, but I put in a special request. I'll be there. I'll support you. I'll hold your hand through it all. You can be afraid, but I will be there. I'm so sorry for ruining this for you. You're not supposed to see it early.
You didn't ruin it for me. Seeing
Clearly I
Kip
did.
like that ruined it for me.
Wait, this is about Kiparisa?
Kind of.
You
He died.
you agreed to. You were gonna be the one to do it.
Oh. And I was.
What's gotten into you, Evis?
I don't know. I don't know. I just know that this is. I know that you're my friend, and I know that you've always been there for me. That's what I know.
You see, her eyebrows will kind of furrow, and she'll go, "Yeah, yeah, Evis, I'm your friend. I'm your friend, Evis."
I
That's what you say. I'm your friend. You know, I I kind of thought we were family, you know? But you've changed so much after 1 week in the jungle. I mean, you're doing this ridiculous thing with your hair, and I don't understand it, but it's what you want, and so I want, but like, I don't know what you're going through, and you're talking to me, but you're not actually talking to me. You're not telling me the things I can help, and you're going back on everything you knew, and you're doubting the Empress, and you're feeling regret for things that you were going to do anyways way before, and I don't know where you're coming from.
You're right. You don't know where I'm coming from.
And you're not telling me.
Because I'm scared you're going to...
What?
The Empress already wants me dead, so I guess I
She
shouldn't
wants
be
to
scared.
sustain you. What are you talking about?
We were sent on basically a suicide mission. I I heard her say she wanted us dead. It's not.
She was
I don't know.
being humiliated by that bastard you travel with. Look,
Maybe I'm one of the bastards I travel with. Maybe that's just all I am. And
Ibis, you are so much more than that.
I don't even like that name.
It's always been your name. Do you use a different one? Is that another thing that's new?
It is. I like Heron.
You see, she kind of like cracks a little bit of like a smile. And she goes, "You picked another bird?"
Yeah. Of course I
Okay.
picked another bird.
Okay, Heron. Okay. See, this is what I mean. You weren't telling me. I was using the wrong name for fucking. I didn't even count how many times. But why didn't you tell me when I used the wrong one the first time?
I thought you wouldn't like me anymore.
And you see, she looks quite sad again. And she goes, "I thought we've talked about it enough for you to know. I don't just like you, Heron."
But I'd have to be sustained for us to have that conversation.
At what point did I put forward the idea that this was conditional?
I don't know.
Well, clearly you got the idea somewhere.
I thought we kind of talked and you said if I failed all my tests that you'd still be with me, but I didn't
Yeah.
fail my tests. And
And I would be with you whether or not you were sustained. That's what that meant. It's not about that. You only have to be sustained if you want to join the Silent Sisterhood. You can just say no.
if I did, if I was cast out like Galatea,
Galatea was different. She did not peacefully say no and leave. She was violent.
I believe you.
See, she nods. Do what you want to do. Heron. I won't fully understand what's happening for a while, because a lot changed about you in a very short amount of time. And I might take a bit to wrap my head around it, but you're still you. You haven't changed that much.
Just a okay haircut, and
I didn't mean that when I said that was ridiculous. It looks good. I'm just not used to it. I've seen
I think
you.
Heron just hugs her.
Yeah, she'll hug you back, and say, at the very least, think about it. And you don't have to, but I would appreciate it. Just when the time comes, just show up to the chamber. Give it a second chance. Look at it the way that if you end up not wanting to be in the order anymore, that's okay. And I know a lot's been going on, but at least give it a shot. You've put so much of your life into this. It'd be a shame to see it all be for nothing, you know? I mean, we
It would
grew up
be.
there.
This is what I've always wanted.
Exactly. It's what you've always wanted.
I'll think on it.
See, she'll know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Head on. Have it. I'll practice it a little more.
Okay.
Okay.
Good talk.
Give me an insight check.
Okay. I can do that. If I can open my sheet. Please roll 20, I beg of you. Please. Please, I beg of you. Okay. Insight. 16.
Her face sinks a little bit more, and as you start to go to leave, you just get a general vibe of she wanted more than just a hug, but didn't want to feel like a bother, so she's not stopping you from leaving, and is it feels too awkward to ask.
Heron turns around and just he makes her lean down a little bit and just gives her a kiss on the cheek before going fast away.
Her skin is so much paler than it used to be after she got sustained. There is a bright flush in the cheeks, and she kind of sheepishly looks away from you and just waves by but doesn't like say bye, and just like is making a purpose of like not looking in your direction so she can stay composed. And just waves you away.
Hell yeah.
All right. And I feel like that's a good place to wrap up for now. I will see you all next week for the next episode of Empire of Blood. I actually have a name for this already. Empire of Blood, episode 17, Red Tide at Morning.
Oh, great.
The shopping episode.
The shopping episode.
Yeah.
Red Tide at Morning.
Oh.
All right,
yeah.
everyone, please get your shopping lists prepared so
Yes,
you can speedrun shopping.
please. If we can do this super fast so we can finish downtime tomorrow and get to the extra thing I
Tomorrow?
wanted to get to tomorrow, next week.
Tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
Listen, I have a thing planned tomorrow, but I can totally do that before if we're playing again tomorrow.
No, we
Oh my
should
God.
not. We should not play again tomorrow.
I am.
Technically we can, but we should not.
I am very nervous for the one scene that I posed to Celeste because I'm very scared as to how the hell that's gonna go
Okay,
for me.
I'm gonna wrap up the session here. Thank you all so much for watching, and then I'm gonna do pre-game or post-game talk. Okay, real quick, stopping the recording.